And welcome back everyone to more of the Let's Play Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Marathon hosted by yours truly, MrESPNozaX of ExoticzGaming. And today it is the final part for Street Fighter 2 for the Game Boy. Yes, the Game Boy. I am not kidding you guys. There was actually a Street Fighter 2 version for the Game Boy. If you guys haven't seen part 1, go see it right now. But anyway, today we'll be facing off against the final 2 regular fighters, and after that we face off against the 3 bosses of Shadowloo. Not 4 like any usual Street Fighter 2 title, but 3. They did not include Vega, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to hear his theme in 8-bit, but yeah, that's not going to happen. But luckily, there's really great creative people in YouTube that pretty much remixed Vega's theme into 8-bit. So yeah, you just gotta look it up on YouTube. So yeah. But anyway, and there we go again. The freaking glitch thing on the not the emulator, it's just the ROM. Yeah, when I did a playthrough on this on my old channel, yeah, I started doing that same thing, and I thought, since I have a much better computer, that it wasn't gonna do this, but apparently it's not. It's still doing the same thing, which kind of sucks. Which reminds me, damn, thinking about emulators, like, where am I gonna download my emulators now, or my ROMs, since EmuParadise literally shut down? It's crazy. I just don't want to go to emulator website and then I just end up uploading, like, pretty much downloading the virus with it. No, I don't want to do that. I learned my lesson from previous computers that I have messed up, and I don't want to do this to this one because I love retro games. I love the classic games. And like I promised that I would always do that, my channel was gonna be retro gaming playthrough oriented and stuff, with a little mixture of modern games pretty much. So yeah, and I really need to download a antivirus, buy an antivirus one of these days, because I just don't trust any website just download where they say like, oh, you could download this antivirus for free. So yeah, hopefully once, one of these days, if I ever feel up to buying one when I get paid, but I think I necessarily need to get one, so yeah. But anyway, here facing off against Guile and stuff. But yeah, after this one, it's gonna be the last. After this, I'm gonna play the last Street Fighter 2 title for this marathon, because I already want to move on with other Street Fighter titles. And it's not just my fault, or it's kind of Capcom's way of updating every single version of Street Fighter. They've been doing that, with pretty much. I mean, if you think about it, they kind of did it with Mega Man, because it's pretty much with every single Mega Man title, besides new bosses and new kind of, like, I think the first 3 were kind of like the same, just with like new bosses and everything, but of course, with when time came, they updated everything. So yeah, that's just Capcom's way of making updates on every single game, pretty much. You had your Street Fighter, you had pretty much Marvel's Capcom 3 and stuff. I think I remember at one point they did an updated version of Resident Evil, I believe. I'm not really sure. So yeah. But anyway, here facing off against Balrog, and it's nice to hear his theme on 8-bit. Just look at the stage. It's just wow. It's very different, compared to, like, the actual the regular version. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah, after that, pretty much Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is going to be the next and the last Street Fighter 2 title for this marathon. I know that they had a Game Boy Advance version for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but I decided that I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably do it a much later time, you know, but doesn't necessarily mean I'll count out the other Game Boy versions. So yeah, just gotta really stay tuned. So yeah, I just wanna move past so I can do the Alpha series, because the Alpha series, more on that when we get to there, because I love the Alpha series. That's literally my favorite Street Fighter trilogy right there. Pretty much, you have Street Fighter 2 games, you had your Street Fighter 3 games, you pretty much had the Street Fighter 4 games and stuff, and then you know, Street Fighter 5. They necessarily didn't make a separate version besides, because like if you already have own Street Fighter 5, pretty much it updates already to Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, which is cool, you know. Capcom learned their lesson. So yeah. But of course, you know, they sold like physical copies, but if you already had it downloaded on PS4, it already updates automatically, which is cool. So yeah, here facing off against Sagat once again, and Sagat really doesn't realize that I always end up kicking his butt. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, Sagat. You can't defeat me no more. I beat you. Street Fighter 1, couple of Street Fighter 2 titles. When will you ever learn, Sagat? Sagat never learns, does he? But yeah. Yeah, this version, I mean, it's a fun port. It really is. You know, it's one of those where, you know, like, I can't believe it's been done. I can't believe it was made, pretty much. But it's fun. It really is, you know. It's good for that experience because of the soundtrack. Because hearing the Street Fighter 2 soundtrack in 8-bit is just amazing. It really is. I mean, just listen to it, you know? Just really listen to it. Right now, we're going to face off against M. Bison. Just hear M. Bison's theme right now. Like, it just, for a Game Boy game, it's really, really nice. It's a really great soundtrack. You know, I always come back to this game every single time just to hear the soundtrack on 8-bit while playing. I mean, of course, there's, you know, slight stuff that I really didn't approve of, which is not including as much characters. But then again, it's a Game Boy version because, you know, again, like I mentioned before, you know, they wouldn't have a lot of space in the memory to put all those characters in the Street Fighter series. You know what I mean? But luckily, when the Street Fighter games for the Game Boy Advance, they actually could include, you know, all the this time pretty much every single character, which is really great. But I could get why they didn't include them here because, again, it's just the Game Boy. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Come on, I could defeat M. Bison. Sorry, I'm just really concentrating right now. Oh, nice. M. Bison defeated. Game done. Yes. And what's also disappointing is pretty much this. Congratulations, presented by Capcom. They didn't include character endings, which sucks. I would love to hear Ryu's ending theme in 8-bit. It would have been so awesome. But no, instead we're just welcomed with just congratulations, I guess. But anyway, that's pretty much it, everyone, for Street Fighter 2 for the Game Boy. Stay tuned for we tackle the final version of Street Fighter 2, known as Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This has been MrESPNozaX, saying good night, good morning, good day. Whatever time you guys are watching this video, I will see you guys on the next one. Alright everyone, bye.